Hi there, following on from last week where I gave you my top technique for improving your running, which was to focus on your breathing. This week I'm going to give you my second top tip, which is to do more interval training. So regardless of what ability you're at, whether you are a complete beginner or you are looking to improve your 10k time, half marathon time or beyond, you will benefit definitely from doing more interval training. So what I mean when it comes to interval training is doing short efforts, whether that be sort of jogging, running, sprinting, whatever speed is an effort for you. So sort of a 10 out of 10, a 90 to 100% effort for a short time, whether it can be something like 30 seconds, it could be 10 seconds if you're just starting out, it could be right up to about 2 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, or even go on distance, to push yourself for a short amount of time followed by some recovery. So for example, for an absolute beginner, an interval session might be 30 seconds of running followed by 1 minute of walking, and repeat that sort of 10 to 20 times perhaps, or keep doing it for a half an hour session. You might need more recovery, which is fine. I always say to people, doesn't matter how much recovery you need, as long as you push yourself to sort of maximum effort in the interval, the effort. So for someone who's maybe able to run 5k currently, you might do 1 minute hard effort, so sort of trying to do a sprint as fast as you can for 1 minute, and then you might have 1 minute jog recovery or a walk, whatever it is. You can walk it, you can jog it. Ideally you'd be able to push yourself a maximum effort in the interval and still be able to jog recovery, just a really light jog. If you need to walk, that's fine, get your breath back and ready to go again for the next interval. But the main work and the main effort is done on that short burst. Someone who's a bit further along, perhaps doing a half marathon or even a marathon. I did these in my training for my marathon. Mile efforts are pretty good. Find a route that you know your set mile markers, and you push yourself for as hard as you can for 1 mile, and then what I was doing was having a mile of just sort of easy recovery, building up into a steady run, ready to go again for my hard effort for 1 whole mile. And then that just gives you an idea of what sort of your top speed is, what your minutes per mile pace is, so you can gauge it for a race. So that will always probably be quicker than you'd be able to keep going for a whole entire race, but overall your average pace would be about right. So that's what I was targeting for my training. So that's something you'd build up to, but interval training works regardless of what ability you're at, what pace you're running at, as long as you're pushing yourself faster and harder than you usually would for a steady run. Interval training is great for building up your speed and your speed endurance and helping you improve your times for races. It's also great if you're trying to burn calories, you're thinking about losing weight, then you will burn more energy in an interval session with the faster efforts, getting your heart rate up higher, and you'll burn more energy than you would in a continuous slow steady run. So definitely try and add that into your training.